Hey everyone, today we're going to be correcting sentence 2 and 3 under set 4. Sentence 2 says, "The first 5 books of the Hebrew Bible, the Torah, contain the laws of Judaism and the early history of the Jewish people." In this sentence we have capitalization errors. We also have a sentence fragment. We're going to add commas to show that we have an appositive, and we have one spelling error. So first, let's look at our capitalization errors. So in this sentence, we have several proper nouns, and many of them are religious texts. So we're going to capitalize those. We also need to make sure that we capitalize Judaism and the Jewish people. Next, we have sentence fragment. The sentence fragment is because if you look, we have a period in the center of this sentence as well as a capitalized letter. When we have this period there in the center, we're really breaking up this sentence into 2 incomplete sentences. So this period is unnecessary, and so we're going to get rid of that to solve our sentence fragment. We'll also lowercase the c in contain. Next, we're going to add our commas to show that we have an appositive. So now if you remember from our notes, an appositive is a noun phrase that renames another noun in the sentence. So if I was to ask you what our sentence is about, you would tell me it's about the Hebrew Bible. So then I would ask you, what is another name we could call the Hebrew Bible? From the context of the sentence, you would probably tell me that we could also call it the Torah. For that reason, that phrase, the Torah, is our appositive. So we're going to frame this phrase with our 2 commas. Lastly, we need to address our spelling error, which is that word contain. And that is our sentence 2 corrected. Let's look at our third sentence. In his book, Things Fall Apart, Chinua Achebe relates the story of a beautiful, fascinating African culture that has all but disappeared. In the sentence, we have capitalization errors. We also have a sentence fragment. We need to fix a spelling error. We're also going to address how our title has been punctuated. We're going to add commas. So first, let's look at our capitalization. So we know that our proper nouns need to be capitalized as well as the words in our title. Next, this sentence also has a sentence fragment too. So as you can see, this phrase, in his book, Things Fall Apart, is not a complete sentence. So to fix that, I'm going to get rid of this period. I'm going to replace it with a comma because this phrase is actually an introductory phrase. Next, I have a spelling error, and my spelling error is the word disappeared. I have 1 too many S's and not enough P's. When we look at our title, as you can see, the author of the sentence wasn't really sure if the title should be underlined or italicized or in quotation marks. So it looks like the author of this sentence just put both of our punctuation. It will never be both. It's always going to be italicized or in quotation marks. Again, it's never both. So we have to determine which one needs to go. Our sentence gives us a clue. Our sentence lets us know that this title is for a book. Books are considered major works, and major works should be italicized or underlined. So we know that we should get rid of the quotation marks. And lastly, we're going to add a comma between beautiful and fascinating to separate our adjectives. And now our sentence 3 has been corrected. If you have any questions about how or why we've corrected the sentence the way we have, please feel free to reach out and I'll be sure to answer your questions as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, everyone.